This is Gabriel from BestGuitarEffects.com. I'm going to show you the TC Electronic Flashback X4 Delay Looper. Here's my clean tone. Here's the Flashback X4. There's already plenty of videos out there that show you all of the amazing delay sounds that this pedal has to offer right out of the box. What I'm going to do is show you how to make your own tone print. So let's start by going over to one of the tone prints, number 1, and let's get out the iPad. I already have the TonePrint editor pulled up. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is start by selecting a template. Let's go down to the tape template, and you see down here all 3 of the knobs, the delay time, feedback, and delay level are here, and you can move one of the knobs in real time, see the values moving on the screen as well. The delay time here is controlling 2 values. You can see the delay time and the FB high cut moving as you turn the knob. I'm going to go ahead and preset this delay time to somewhere around 400 milliseconds. So that'll be the default setting. Okay, the high cut, let's go in and adjust that a little bit. Kind of like where it is starting out. Let's just kind of round it off a little. So as you turn the knob, it'll get darker over time. Now I'm actually going to go to the delay time, and I'm going to replace this with let's replace that with a low cut. So I'm actually changing the function of the delay time knob, so it no longer controls the delay time. Pretty strange. Let's go over here to feedback, and I'll explain more about why I'm doing that in a moment. For feedback, you know what? I don't want to control feedback either, for that matter. So I'm going to go ahead and preset feedback. Let's leave it around good moderate level, so you'll be able to hear it like 60%. And let's get rid of feedback. Let's edit the modulation speed, and let's have no modulation, and then have subtle amounts gradually increasing to a pretty big kind of warble. We're not going to go too extreme. Actually, let's go a little more for fun. Okay, let's go to the next setting. Let's do modulation depth. And so keep it kind of mild here, kind of moderate, and then it's just going to take off and go through the roof. And have this extra parameter. I could use it for feedback, but just apply a little more saturation. The default over here for the tape setting is 6 dB of saturation. So let's leave that kind of similar. 6 dB, 6 dB. Let's leave it 6. And increase it by 2 dB here. And 2 more, up to 10 dB. Just a little bit of a curve. So as we increase it, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so it'll just get a little bit more saturated, a little bit more dirty. Okay, let's go ahead and store that to the pedal. See what I just did here. So we're going to store that to that very first tone print. And let's get rid of the iPad for a moment. Okay, let's see how this sounds. So that's tone print 1. Okay. So now I have it set to a high feedback level, just so you can really hear how it sounds. And with the delay time all the way to the left, it has a really dry sound. Let's crank that up towards the middle. The more you crank it up, the more mid-range focused the repeats become. So anywhere in here you can find a sweet spot. And the reason why delay time is not controlling delay time is because if we want to change the tempo, we can use tap tempo. So that's pretty handy. You can even still use the divisions here. Okay, so let's leave that completely dry for a minute. The normal full range delay tone. Okay, for feedback, it's going to bring in some modulation. So let's listen. And remember, I made it really extreme, and you crank it all the way up just for the hell of it, really. But anywhere in the middle here, you have all these sweet spots. So once we kind of find a setting that we sort of like, let's darken that delay tone a bit. And let's keep that modulation kind of mild. Then I'm going to save that tone print as a preset by pushing and holding this preset button. So now we have it stored on this knob. So let's go to another preset and come back. And it even saves the tap tempo rate that I had put in previously. So when you recall it, it'll be exactly as you left it. Now let's do something even more interesting. Let's bring in an expression pedal. And let's set this expression pedal here. Okay, so I have the expression pedal in the toe down position. I'm going to crank the feedback, delay time all the way up. Now I'm going to bring the expression pedal back to the heel position. Bring these two knobs all the way down. And now let's save again. All right, let me, let's see how that sounds now. So now I could essentially use the expression pedal to modulate the tone in real time. So all the way in the heel down position, it's completely dry, full range, clean tape delay tone. And then as we push the pedal a little bit, and that's how to use the Flashback X4 with the TonePrint editor and save a tone print. And since you have 4 tone print banks, you could have 4 tone prints here, and then you could save those as 3 different presets, and you can save the presets with your expression pedal preset to the knobs. And so theoretically, you could control up to 9 parameters by modulating all 3 of the knobs with the expression pedal. So that gets pretty intense, but just for a lot of basic stuff and just really tweaking your tone and fine-tuning it, you can make some really cool tone prints, and you can get some really great sounds with this pedal. So check it out, Flashback X4 from TC Electronic.